is being banned with USA as we talk, and I know that Washington has fireworks going on, not because they're winning baseball, because they can't win baseball. I am Skully. Arie the cameraman. Pledge is still here, I hope. Yeah. Are you ready for some Lakeside?
I'm pretty damn ready for some Lakeside, Skully. I see my internet a little bit spazzing out, so again, if I put some robot voices instead of Kappa voices just around, just let me know. But I think if it remains up, I'm super ready for some Lakeside here, because this is I think personal favorite of yours. I like it as well. I think as a Highlander map, Lakeside is just very entertaining. It kind of has everything, right? It's a very DM-focused map, but it's got some ramps, there's some high ground things, there's a massive capture point with open space, a lot of classes like this one. I think, like, of the 9 classes, I think 7 of the classes just like Lakeside because of the way the map works.
Exactly.
It's just very nice in general.
It's going to come down to that pool as well. Like, we've not seen the pool being used a lot. The old meta used to be hold the pool, swim in the pool, win the point. We've not seen that a lot lately. We've not seen a lot of camping around the pool, putting a sentry gun up. I've not seen that all tournament. I couldn't believe it. I've come to every cast and say, guys, watch out for the pool. Who controls it wins. And you know what? The game has just decided, screw you, Skully. You know nothing. Yeah. We're not going to do that. So pool may be key. I don't think it's going to be key, but we're going to see back and forth. This is not Viaduct, which I feel Viaduct is the 6v6 CoF, and this is the Highlander CoF. This is the map which, why aren't you guys playing in pubs? Because it's so amazing.
This is, I don't know if it's so good of a map for 16v16, but for a 9v9 it's pretty damn great, Skully. I'll give you that one. The big question is, are they going to do some sort of heavy versus heavy? I doubt there's a side influence right here. I see everyone lagging.
I see everyone pause.
So, that is it must be a pause, I guess, because they're not actually starting. It might be a very delayed start, but it looks like a pause to me. Which gives us a chance to actually talk about players that are, like, the players to watch, basically. Let's put it that way. I think Source TV is reconnecting. I just got up in my
Mine is a DDoS.
In my screen.
Okay.
So it could just be a massive lag thing. Doesn't matter, guys. We're just going to ignore it for as much as possible. We'll see the game when it comes up in our faces. Players to watch. I think Ruin is going to be the guy to make one heck of a performance this map. He's been playing absolutely brilliantly earlier on a map that isn't even that much for scouts. And if you give him more freedom than that, he's just going to go to town. He's an immortal player in general, and we're just going to have to wait and see exactly what he's going to do with the space he gets. But I'm expecting him to make, like, a massive performance, and it's going to depend on the rest of USA to sort of follow him in his shoes in order to pick this one up.
Yeah, and I also think that Max is going to be, like, when you heard it was Lakeside, you just went, oh, wow, Max. Yeah. And, like, Max and Flippy, they're going to love the open space they're going to get. You're going to love the headshots they get. But I feel that once again, it comes into Max's favor because of just, I feel that the French can't protect. They're not playing a lot of protection right now, which is weird to see, especially when you've got K3 who doesn't die. And I can't believe how many times K3 was getting picked off there. I couldn't believe it. It was just
way more than usual. I'm really not completely sure exactly what has been happening. So far, we don't have any server confirmation yet about exactly what's happening, guys. So
sounds like a crash. Apparently, it could be a crash, could be a DDoS. We're just gonna say something's happened.
Yeah, and we'll get the game obviously in your face as soon as we can. What we can say though is that for the first time this tournament, the French lost a map. For the second time in their history, they are behind in the grand finals in the Highlander Nations Cup, and again, the USA has not lost a single map yet throughout the tournament. And the 2 rounds that they lost were both in the quarterfinal against the old finalist Germany. So far the USA, absolutely everything is just going their way. Everything is going according to plan. It's the way it is. So far the USA is completely dominant. And as a European, it pains me to say that, but I love some European spanking from time to time. That's just the way it is, Skully. The Europeans need to, just like at 946, we need to be hit on the butt first for us to become somewhat serious. Maybe this is going to just increase the Highlander seriousness across Europe a little bit. Could be.
Well, it's also, you got to remember that the Americans actually took this really seriously. They saw this and they wanted to do it. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think no one actually properly saw the announcement that for the last season, so they really took this serious, and they basically come out, and this actually feels like I-46 all over again. Like, it literally feels like, well, we're going to take this serious, and I apologize for putting the American voice on. It may sound Texas, it may sound a bit Western, but we're going to be super serious here, guys, and we're just going to like go in right now and ruin's a great scout, you know, ruin it, and stabber as well. We're just going to keep going on. We got a dream team coming out.
Why are you doing this to yourself? That was actually not too bad, but why are you doing this to yourself, Skully? That's
why
terrible.
the hell not?
Servers reconnected, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into the game. It says please wait for broadcast to start, but we are back into the game. So it means that both of these teams are just going to make themselves ready. Configs are being loaded, and when the teams are ready to go, that is when we're going to see the game ready to go. This is the second map in the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup, the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. They've worked their way through. Team France has beaten Slovakia, Norway, Lithuania, Portugal, Denmark and Finland. And the USA has beaten Portugal as well, Croatia, Austria, Norway as well, Germany and Sweden on their way towards the grand final. And now they're here, and so far the French, they're trailing. Definitely. But if there's any map where they can make it happen, it is probably going to be Lakeside. Because Lakeside is a map where just anything can happen, and the French can turn the momentum around if they win that first round off. But I think that's going to be a crucial thing, Skully. If the French win the first round, Lakeside could be a cracking one. If the USA wins the first round, the French might just give it momentum whatsoever, and they just die on the spot in front of us.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now, that the key of the game will come to momentum. And I mean, you look at the other keys to the game, keeping K3 and Flippy alive is key. Both of those need to stay alive in order for them to do anything. You need Flippy right now to get open and get some headshot, because he was quiet. I'm calling you out, Flippy. You were quiet that last map. K3 had a blip. Okay, I'm pro France. K3 had a blip. He's gonna bounce back, and he's gonna come around, and he's gonna stay alive this time, and he's gonna win. And but they need those two guys to stay alive.
Just one thing, I probably need to follow. Just need to make sure we touch on that. I don't know if the UGC rules are that King of the Hill maps are first to 4. I don't know if that's the official ruling of UGC. But here in Europe, we play our King of the Hill maps first to 3. So I don't know exactly what the UGC ruling is, but if you thought this was going to be a first to 4, it is a first to 3, a best of 5, if you will. It's pretty much the exact same thing. No half times or stuff like that. It's just not the way it is. So we're just gonna, we're just going to keep on playing, and we're going to see exactly what's going to happen. At least that's the way I got informed about the rules.
Alright, you checked the rules. I know there was like some weird rule because like the 6v6 went to American rule set. Yeah. And so it's hard to keep up with all the rules.
I might be completely wrong, man, but I looked at the rules before the game, and I think this is what I saw. I'm quite sure this is what I saw for Lakeside. So unless someone is telling me that I'm completely wrong and I should shut the hell up, then please do it now.
I'm just trying to get it ASAP, and if anyone does that, okay, we're live anyway. So we are live with the second map of the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup final. In the red corner, one map up is the Americans. In the blue corner is the French. Need to win this to stay alive. I am Skully with Pledge. Arie is the cameraman, and Pledge right now. The French are going really aggressive, but straight away it's Max.
Oh, there we go. Counterfrag from Flipper. We spoke about this, Skully, very clearly. They need some momentum. The French have just massively wiped on towards that first map, and so far this initial fight, it is going the American way, but that reflect from Deegan is very well played, gets that kill into Scarlet, but you can see they're already backing out somewhat. Stabby is keeping the players into a corner, and even though the crit streak is ready onto K3, that's not really his kind of thing, and Overseer is running the regular minigun, 90% onto the Overseer. Let's see if that crit streak is going to hit before he/she is going to have it. Here comes! Yeah! I love it! Well played from Exxon. That crit sticky, absolutely spot on, decimates the American medic, and that might be something the French need here, Skully.
Brilliant. We talked about it. We didn't touch on, and you asked me at the start of the game, what is happening with Lakeside nowadays? What do they run? Like what they run crit streak. You'll see a bit of crit streak. It's a great switch up. This is this classic play on Lakeside from the Europeans. Yeah, the French, it's European style. They love running this crit streak, and that completely caught them off guard. And K3's not a guy who's talked about it, who likes the crit streak, but he still pulled it off, and they're going to be holding right now. Tech's not gonna let them get close to this point. He's that good of a player. Delman goes behind. What's Exxon doing? He's trying to do some more. Does get focused out straight away, but that crit streak is working for them, and even more, they can even go aggressive now with this.
Two crit streaks, actually, of which one of them is ready right now. Let's see, here comes the crit streak. Outtech gets a double already. Can he make that a triple? Yes, he can, as he picks that one up. With the medic of the Americans once again going down, the momentum in favor of the French here. And I see the chat, lol favoritism, they're both European. Guys, we're favoritism for a good game. And the French need to win this round for this game to become good. So let's just put it that way. As the French, so far, they've done okay. Have a little bit of a, well, a little bit. They have a 30-second lead, but there's a lot of American players alive. They're probably going to slow push their way towards point right here.
Yeah, now they're going to go, and it looks like I'm just seeing some fast building as well from Overseer. Overseer, she has gone with crit streak as well. So this is going to be great right now. It's crit streak versus crit streak, and the advantage is still in K3's favor. It's been a while since we've seen crits versus crit. Now the Americans are going onto the point, trying to force it around. Lovely bomb from Exo. Is he going to get anything? Doesn't get anything there. As T-Max, yeah, the Exo didn't get anything. The Americans will take this point just. It's 132 plays 229. And at the crit has come off for K3. It's got a nothing. And now watch out for Overseer. She comes in.
USA, like, this crit streak is actually not that effective. Jelox, like, I sort of hyped him up because he did a good job onto Bomb Blitz there, but these crit stickies are not landing whatsoever. He's not actually getting any damage done. Hits a pipe here and there, but that's pretty much it. So there's a couple of French players dead, but they're going to spawn right now, and that's mainly because they have to spawn disadvantage. X are now going down. Flippy as well. Good thing by Stabby taking him out of the equation, but there's USA players dying right now. Is Tech just standing on that top side, dishing out the damage pretty much permanently, and even though the Americans are going to pick this one up, they're a minute behind on the scoreboard at the moment. And if the French keep exchanging, just keep exchanging, they should be fine to pick up this round. That's the way Viaduct usually works. Let's see if they can do the same on Lakeside.
Back and forth and oh, Exxon, you gotta move, man. You gotta keep moving in a line. Zigzag it. He did taken out from Max again. Max has got open sight though. This is what they want. Is look where he is. He's just gonna stand there. He's gonna ask him to come forward, and that's what he's gonna be doing. Ruin takes down Isu again. It's not an influential pick, and it does look like K3. He's still sticking with crit streak, but he's building that slow. Now comes the crit out from Overseer. Not gonna bring anything. In fact, what's it bring? It gets Flippy, and that's it. And they do take T-Mac as well, but the crit is now over. And Tech is alive still. Watch this. They're gonna walk onto the point because that crit has got nothing. They're going to try and capture it, but now comes Arthur with a 2k. Exxon gets taken out from Stabby. There's no one up for the crit streak as well.
No,
K3's on 74. Can they do anything? It's 107 plays 114.
This is perfectly fine. This is very reminiscent of the 6v6 sort of suicide you do on Viaduct, where you play 6v6. You send in a couple of players to suicide, get that Uber out of the equation. K3 just stood in spawn, building that Uber, no problem whatsoever. He was completely safe. And now with an advantage of Flippy getting the entry kill into Max. Again, they're going to try and keep changing this point. There's been a minute down. They can hold it for a minute now. But there you go. Ruin. I called him out, Skully. I think he was going to do good. He gets that kill to K3 and proves to be very valuable for his team so far.
Yeah, but it was a wasted crit streak. The Americans were smart and they got it. And they built the crit really fast. Takes Diggin and Tech down with that. I did not see a fast build of the crit. He still gets taken out as well. Now we're going into a minute under for each team, and it's 56 plays 40. The French need to do something, and they can't really get any headshots if they're standing behind that wall. What can they do? Exxon trying to get something going. He stays alive. Great servant. The point is blocked from Plotbot. He does do a lot of damage. He gets Sigger. That's all he gets, but it's 42 plays 37 right now. This is going to go to the wire for the first point. Who's going to get the momentum?
The French kind of need to just go now. They know there's no Uber just yet. They know there's no Uber yet on the Overseer, and they kind of need to make this one happen. It's a one-for-one exchange, but it's a down for a scout. So for Zigafu, he's going to spawn now. Sentry Gun is down. Mr. See Stabby just trying to hit stuff. Max going down once again. The French are going to push on this. There is an Uber on the side of the Americans, though, and here comes the crit streak. Tech needs to die. There you go. He gets taken down, but Flippy is going to town. Gets that kill to Arthur, and this entire fight is going down to wire, Skully. 5 versus 5. Couple of American spawns.
Oh,
here comes the crit streak.
But the overtime is in, and it's only Deegan alive on the point. K3 got wiped out from the spot, and as crit came 2 seconds too late. As first blood go to the American. The French had that. The French had that.
They turn it around. The French couldn't change it around. Ruin got the kill into K3. And there you go. That's it. That crit streak from K3. Not effective whatsoever during that push before this. And that means they're
going to 6v6 dollars. Floplock gets taken out from Ruin. It looks like the French have to give this up, but Flippy, he takes down Stabby. Is that a real kill? It is a real kill this time. Again, the Americans hold this. The stream went down. It's back up.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
We've missed nothing. Don't worry, you've missed nothing right here. French have to hold this right there, but K3 went down, and it looks like Overseer does have the minigun ready.
Just keep casting for when it comes back. I think that's the main thing. I don't care if people can hear us right now. Just Skully, just keep casting.
Keep casting right there. Flippy, going huge with the headshot right there, taking down Overseer. That's a drop. That's a drop on Overseer. What the hell? We just missed a drop because of that. I apologize. They've got the kills right there. Zalok's hit the forward stab. Easel goes down. Now comes the bomb straight onto K3. K3 gets taken up from Scarlet. Wow, he's been on fire with these kills. French need to walk onto this right now. They need to take this down. Now Tech going huge. If you're back, all you've missed is a drop. All you've missed was Flippy getting a drop on Overseer. That's all you've missed. And now the block comes up. They're slowly blocking this, the American. Come on, Tex, down onto the point. No, it's still an engineer being pest. No, it's a spy being a pest. The French are not capping this. They finally cap it, and they've lost 10 seconds from that. They still not capped it.
There we go. I don't think it's going to matter, because all the cap is going to do is delay their spawns. Instead of 8 seconds on the spawn time, they have 14 seconds on the spawn time, and it's not going to help them out at all here. So the Americans are just going to walk on towards that point. You can just see how much work Arthur's doing. Attract so much fire towards him, and he deals out so much damage himself. The Americans are having a very easy job making that point happen. They have a minute advantage here, and as that clock is ticking down, things are looking very grim here for the French, Skully.
They did not have a good round, and really the key again, K3 was going down. That was the problem. K3 kept dying. Like, Scarlet's been hitting some really nice bombs onto K3. Not much you can do. The Kritzkrieg is still in effect for K3 though. They still want to roll with this. Why the hell not? As Stabby does get taken. No, Stabby's not down. It's a dead ringer again. Another bomb straight on. And now the Kritzkrieg comes off for the Americans. And it does take down K3. I don't know how that sticky got it. But K3 does get taken down. 244 plays 109 right now. It's not looking good for the French at all. Can they take down Overseer? She stays alive on 50 health. It looks like the Americans are going 2-0 up.
Yeah, very much so. We said this before the game, Skully. If the French lose the first round and the Americans get 1-0 up here on Lakeside, I think the momentum might be gone, and that's what we're seeing. The French, there's mistakes slipping into their play. They're just not managing to be as efficient as they used. Gonna like saying towards his family tomorrow is be like, hey, I killed some French people. I think that's gonna be a great thing to come home with, as right now we can see the American team very much so casually playing this one out. Even though the French have a little bit of a chance, still the Americans are going to town. And there's blue people dying everywhere.
Trying to go for an overtime. They're not gonna force an overtime. They are forcing an overtime. Sorry. Wow, that's not even gonna help at all. So it's going to be 2-0 to the Americans, and if we got this right, next cap for the Americans wins them the cup, which we don't really want, do we? Of course we want it. The Americans have been absolutely dominant this whole tournament, and this whole final has been so strong by them. What can they pull out as well? Slow roll up from the French. Maybe that's going to help them straight away. Is it still Kritzkrieg up for K3? Need to protect. Exxon goes down, but Scarlet goes down as well. So the French are in great position. They take down Stabby as well. No, he gets dead ringer. Always getting dead ringer. But they've allowed the Americans onto the point right now. Arthur gets taken out finally. But now comes the bomb. There goes Zigger taking down from Clarpo as well. T-Man takes down Zal. They have got the aggression up as well. And they've got the Kritzkrieg because they don't have to use it.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad here for the French. They got a good exchange. Arthur's down. He's now going to spawn. Alex as well. Obviously, they put this one on the board. Both medics on 100%. Let's see how this fight is going to sort of evaluate itself. As the Americans, they're the team that needs to make it happen. And Zalok's already connected with Overseer here. And those crit stickies are going to come flying in. Flippy got the kill to Max, though. So these stickies are going to be a little bit unsupported. We'll have to see how these Zalok stickies are going to just hit French targets. Or if they're not.
Let's see, where is Overseer? She really needs to go in right now. I know they need to make a play. They need to make a
right
pick.
There. They're waiting for it.
They're waiting. That's the thing. Tech gets the kill as well. Flippy down again. That's actually a snipe. That's actually a spy hedge. Ambassador Zig didn't take out Plop. And now the crits comes in from Zalok and Overseer takes Digger, it takes Exxon. It's not going to take anything else. Instead the counter crits gets nothing for the French. But now they're out of position. Oh no, that's bad. Tech and K3 out of position. They get focused down. Americans should be able to catch it as they can. Soldier in their T-Mac, he gets taken out. That mini sentry's not going to do much. It takes down Stabby. I'm pretty sure that was a dead ringer. So they are going to recapture this. It's 201 plays 250. And I think that's a little bit of just outsmarting the French there. They just really outplayed them, and they managed to get far forward.
Oh, very clearly. You can see the Americans, that crit streak exchange for them was a lot better, a lot more efficient. The way they worked it out was just a lot better, very clearly. As now, there's an 85% versus 40% overcharge difference here as K3 is going to try and build that one off. Max gets the kill to Flippy, finally getting it his way. And that follow-up kill into T-Mac. K3 now down to the crit streak. And the Americans, once again, it was looking so grim for them, Skully. But again, clear execution. They waited for a good crit streak, and I cannot repeat this enough. They waited for 30 seconds, sitting on top of that sort of balcony-ish area with Zalox, and I think Arthur was there as well, and Overseer was there. They waited with the three of them until they had a good moment to make it happen, and as soon as that happened, they got it, and the minute is back, score is back even.
Bart getting a couple on the side. What can he do? He throws the milk down. It's not going to do anything. French need to do something right there, and they do get a couple kills. Sentry guns down, but they're losing players themselves. They're going to walk onto the point and bait. You know what? Overseer and the Americans, they'll be happy enough to let them go in. They may hold them back. K3's going to get flanked. No, he gets to stay alive. The crit advantage, it's not an Uber, it's a crit advantage, you can see in the top corner, is going to be... Oh, wow. What's that Pyro doing? Sorry, I just found the Pyro for the Americans that just putting from behind. Should get focused down from the scout. Gets taken out.
I would not be surprised to see the Americans once again waiting for a good exchange. This is what I spoke about a second ago, Skully. They're going to wait. Look, they lost a couple of players here. They're going to wait for their players to all be there. Scarlet's a little bit aggressive. There you go, Flippy. Finally hits the shot that changes a lot of things. Tex now gets that crits as well. 3 kills, 4 kills already for Tech on the board as he finishes a couple of people off. Arthur's still alive though, 130 HP, hanging around that point now. But Tech, he is 300 HP, he's going to try and clear that one out. Max is still alive though. He's going to have to try and make these things happen, but Tech is 2 alive right now. And even though Exxon is going to get taken down by the sniper rifle of Max, their friend so far, that kill from Flippy, turning things around, and it might provide a momentum changer here.
Look at the aggression the Americans are now pulling onto it. Tech's going to try and take down Overseer. Tech takes down Overseer. It's a suicide there, but it works for the Americans are forcing themselves onto the point because they want K3. And look at the French. Somehow everything clicked when that one headshot is clicking for them. They've got to focus down Arthur, but he's low. He's on 100 health. He's on 60. He will get taken down. 1 HP does get taken down. And the French all of a sudden have come alive from that one shot. I can't believe that a game can really change from one shot, but I'll tell you what, I've seen crazy things, and that could just start it.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Like, Flippy's suddenly finding his aim. It took him a while, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Flippy's not too bad of a player. Suddenly he can hit shots, and he's actually doing it efficient enough to make it work here for the French. And even though this crit streak is ready, K3, you gotta put... K3, what are you doing? Why are you not following your heavy around there? This might actually provide a complete and utter mistake here. Even though Exxon is hitting the pipe, putting Cup and Scar both getting taken down. Stabby now as well. Exxon goes down by the sniper rifle of Max, and the Americans turn it around. But there's a minute and 40 seconds on the clock. They need to hold, they need to hold, they need to hold. And that is pretty much going to be it. And even though the French are going to try and fight for this, they can fight for it for the next 90 seconds. And it's going to be very difficult for the Americans to pick up this round at least.
Look at the spy and the scout, they're being a hindrance there. K3 goes down to the crit. The crit's not enough though because the reflex coming out there. There's an overtime from the engineer. He's going to get taken down and it's 2-1. And now we've got a game on our hands.
The gun. I can hear the chants. Do you hear that from Paris? All the way from Paris, Skully.
I can hear the Eiffel Tower is flashing. You know the lights they've got on the Eiffel Tower?
Oh,
they're
man,
now going
dude.
red, white, and blue
yeah,
right
it's like
now.
10 p.m. It's going to be great. Like, just everything is going to be lighting up, ladies and gentlemen. 4th round here on Lakeside. Let's see if the French can pull it back or if the Americans are going to be the champions. Not looking good for the French so far, that's for sure.
No, not looking good. K3 goes down to a pipe as well. America to completely steamrolled them on this. But Tech's still alive, finally taken down. And I just feel there was some really early aggression from the scouts that just held them off there for the Americans. They will take this point. But there's the backstab onto Overseer, just what they want. If they get nothing else from this, they've taken out the medic. And you know what? They'll lose Flippy, that's fine. He still goes down finally. Misa gets and they're trying to fight this again. They want to be aggressive and they're being aggressive. And they know they can be aggressive because K3's up and up healing before Overseer is.
I don't know if the French are supposed to be this aggressive. They are, but I don't know if they should. I don't know if it's a great idea. They get some kills, though. T-Mac, once again, is getting that double on the board. Very well played from him, getting that double kill. You can see the rest of the French team now slowly making their forwards. They lost half a minute. I guess that is okay, as we can right now see the Overseer backing their way out. 35% versus 80%. Massive advantage here for the French. That crit streak they kind of need to make it work because they're up against regular Uber. I'm not sure if they know. I'm not sure if their spy is consistently checking for that. But this crit streak, Exxon and Tech, they are going to be the guys to make it happen. And they need to make it happen now, Skully.
They make it happen, they take down Zalek straight away. Chris isn't going to get anything else, they do fine. They get two there with Putty Pop and Arthur. They get the heavy weapons guy, that's really good. Cambridge is taken down from that's a spy headshot there. But they have now also managed to take down Overseer. They've held this again, and it's 226, 226. Exxon gets what he needs right there. Zalek's takes, but the French are in a great position right now. With this holding as they are, they may have lost everything. And again, because again, he's up take down Overseer!
Esal's actually playing unbelievably well so far this map, and it creates a very DM-focused style. You can see both of these teams, if you lose a medic, you go for the enemy medic. That's the way it works. And that's what you can see both of these teams doing. Flippy gets the kill into Ruin. Tech now goes to get those kills to Scarlet. Max gets the kill, Flippy. Max looking for K3 blood. Can he make that one happen? Hits a Pyro instead. Hits the Soldier next. Max is going to town, ladies and gentlemen. 3 already. Yes, he can make it 4. Check that guy's PC. What the hell is going on? No one can hit this many shots. Can he get the Pyros? Or can he get the Spy? He cannot, but Max just single-handedly decimating everything that is French.
What's this, France versus Max right now? Holy cow, he's found that fire, and momentum's back in the Americans' favour, but is the crit streak still up for K3? You bet your croissants that he's still up for K3. Tech goes down straight away, that's fine. Uber, they're trying to take down K3. Don't take down K3, and they've lost Easel again. But the crit is now the advantage of building in the favour for K3. 70 plays 60. They're waiting slowly. They need to keep K3 alive, and they need K3 of Exxon. They need this crit streak. Look at Flippy.
Oh, Skully, here it comes, man. I don't know if it's going to be that well. She's going to spy, gets the kill to Exxon. Stabby knows his target. Very well played by the Americans.
Overseer goes down, though. Look, T-Mac gets Overseer. So the crit streak is up for the French, but nothing's there for the Americans. And they're trying to block the point, not working. 141 plays 42, and K3 goes down to a sticky bomb. And Max again hooks it up another level, taking a kill, but now 132 plays 124. It's fragorific right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you can describe it.
I'm really not sure who's going to end up picking this round up. This is what happens when the French got a little bit of momentum going, right? You get this very even back and forth Lakeside. That is something that we've been waiting to see since we started about 90 minutes ago. And very clearly we can see now that the French have found their game and they're trying to beat the Americans. And so far the score is in favour of the French, but it's very, very close. Some frags going in their favour now as well. That is going to be unbelievably valuable, because K3 building up that overcharge, and again, the Overseer goes down. Plop on his time, being the Assassinator.
Down, they are really on fire right now. Everything that was happening to them earlier in the game is now they're going for them. 46 plays 124. They've got to be complacent. I'm pretty sure they're still running crit screen. You know what? He's not running anything else but crit screen. Tech goes down again, and Exxon goes down to Scour. But the French have the point with 30 seconds. They need to use this crit to go on the aggressive. They picked up, well, they've not got Exxon. They can't go on the aggressive. All they've got is a Pyro and an Engineer. K3's out of position. He's going to get dropped. If he gets dropped as well, and they're going to have to defend this with no medic right now. Can they, if they're going to have to give up a point with 124 plays 17?
It's about the same as last round, Skully. If you can think back, there was a minute and 40 seconds on the board, and the end was 3 seconds for the French, but it's about the same. And the French are just going to do what they did last time. Fight consistently. And look at Ruin. Ruin is sitting in the back going to town. 3 kills onto him, and Xalox is finishing up the pieces right there. Ruin just picks up another as Xalox. Again, Xalox is finishing up those kills time and time again. Arthur's gone down though. And with Ruin and Xalox also down, that is 3 kills with a French spawn advantage here because they don't have the point. That is the way King of the Hill works. You can see very clearly the French, they're working up for an assault here. There's no Uber charge on either side, but it is 9 Frenchies against a team without a heavy, without a Dewma.
There goes Max straight away. They've got no defense, the French. The Americans, they've captured the point. 16 seconds, plays 35. Yeah. Who's going to get the Uber first? Well, because Overseer's running medic gun, the French are going to get the crit screen first. This could come down to the crit screen. The Americans need to run onto the point. They're losing players. Here we go for the final right there. Tech with the Uber. 3K. 4K with the Uber. 5K. 5K from Tech, we've got a game 2-2!
Oh, Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can say this is a very, very, very back and forth game. And that crit screen, ladies and gentlemen, that's a Heavy's wet dream just going to town. Especially for European going to town over Americans. That is absolutely fantastic. And now the 5th round is starting, Skully. We got everything we dreamed for.
Ruin down straight away, Misa down straight away. The French are in a great position right there. And of course, you know what's happening? It's crit screen for K3 again and Uber for Overseer again. They're taking down the kills, the Spies are down as well. The French have a small advantage from 1 kill, but is it enough? If they do lose Pla now, but they have taken Scarlet, there's no bombing to take out K3. Here comes the crit screen, it takes down Zalox. It's not going to take anything else. It's enough to get the respect. Zig goes down straight away. They're hunting for Overseer. Can't find Overseer, and they need to get a kill on her somehow. Max gets down again, so now they can really play. They still not taking down Overseer. She's on 95.
She's okay. She's perfectly fine. Like,
Point
she's
is
full
not
health.
captured. Point is not captured. Point is finally captured, and the Uber's not been used.
She still has that Uber sitting right there, 100%, and she either needs to get dropped or she needs to get forced. That's going to be the game changer France needs, but it's going to be unbelievably difficult because the Americans know this. They know if she dies, it is going to be very difficult for them to actually recuperate from that, and the time lead is not that big. The question is she going to get spotted? She's on the point. I'm a little bit surprised by that. But as you can see, the entire American team is sitting on the point, so that makes it a little bit better right now. As they're going to decide, they're popping off. I'm not sure how much I like this, Skully.
Yeah,
it's okay, I guess. Like, it works.
It's weird, but it's not work because look who's got Chris Greek ready, and look who's got Exxon with him. Flippy takes down Arthur straight away. There goes Stabby. And they look like they're going to get ready right now. And you know what? Tex decided, I like this crit streak so much, I want it. He's going to walk onto the point. The crit streak is going to get nothing. We've got Easel trying to stop it. Easel with the Easel trying to go to Oversit. Just stopped anything point there. Zala's taken down as well. Easel finally taken down. And there we see Ruin as well. The French will capture this. They'll focus Arthur if they can. K3 so low. K3 so low. They're trying to fight K3 as Team Mac gets body shot. 251 plays 153. Could that minute be the deciding factor right now?
This is the thing, the Americans know, like what I said in the first round, the French need to get it back and forth. That's what the Americans know they need to do right now. Every time they have an advantage or they have a player advantage, they can cap it back and then let it get capped back, but they need to keep changing time. That is the way they're going to try and play it. You can see very clearly, this is an advantage that they have. So they're going to see if they can cap that point, and they're going to keep changing time. But this crit streak is almost ready to go, Skully. This might prove very deadly.
Go as well. The Uber comes off straight away. K3 down position. He will get taken down. Arthur gets taken down. Head gets down for a back. They were not building fast enough, and that allowed the French to build the Uber just in time. They recaptured the point at 210 plays 149. Yeah. Great play for the Americans. They really timed that well. I think they got lucky, to be honest.
Ooh, they're holding so unbelievably aggressive right now. This could prove to be very dangerous, but I'm not the one to judge. This is an American super team designated to kill everything that is Europe. And great shot there from T-Mac. Gets that kill on Xalox. And again, they get a couple of frags. The French are going to cap this. But the Americans don't really care because, again, they scrape 30 seconds off, and once again, Max with the kill on K3. He's not going to care that he got killed. The French are going to cap this, but again, the Americans have a buttload of players left alive. They're going to respawn. It's good. Like, Skully, this is the thing. It is good what the French are doing. It is good that they're capping, but they're still trailing, and the Americans are going to keep switching points because now they have the spawn advantage. They can kill off a couple of players and spawn faster, and the French need to change. The way the Americans changed in the first rounds, the French need to change it now. A drop, a meta kill, a heavy kill, something impressive. Flippy is going to be the guy to watch. T-Mac is the guy to watch. The ESO as well. They need to make something happen. Flippy got the kill to Arthur. That's good, but not enough.
They got the aggression. They really just want to try and make a kill onto K3. K3's out of position. K3 could get hunted down here. He stays alive. And the French and the Americans are throwing plays at it, really. They're trying to capture the point as well, just to harass.
They need to hold this.
They can't hold it. They're out of position to hold this. They do block it finally. I'm not sure how they blocked it. Crits comes in. Crits Uber. Crits heavy weapons guy comes in. Sorry. Do they take down? No, they don't take down Overs. They've taken enough kills though to hold this point. That point is so heavily captured. I have no idea.
Skully, this looks like a turnaround to me. The times are back uneven, and even though the Americans are they're still slightly in the lead. Not on time-wise, but momentum-wise. They still got the spawn advantage. They turn it around. They're still going to be okay because Overseer's alive, and she has 100% Uber right now. But
do they know where she
this is what the French were looking for. They have a chance now, a fighting chance, Skully, and here we go.
Wow, that was the dot was on her head as the Uber came off. They're gonna try and recapture this point right now. They've got the players up front. Crits comes in, Tech gets taken straight away. They need this. Where's the crit screen? The crit screen's getting nothing right there. K3's out of position. They've got everybody down apart from Plopar and Exxon. They're trying to hold on to as much as they can. Plopar takes that oversteer. That could be the deciding thing. 44 plays 50 right now. It's coming down to the last 2 minute here.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen. That kill from Plopala, same way Ruin destroyed K3 on Barn Blitz. That might be the one. Keep that play in mind. The kill happened. And even though Max gets the kill onto Flippy right now, the crit streak pulled off by the USA Medic now as well. Both of these Medic have crit streak, and we're going into the last, maybe minute of the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup, ladies and gentlemen. France is down the ropes. They need to pick this, but the Americans still in advance. Positional advantages. Arthur with the triple. He's going to town, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like the French might have given up their last chance. This might just be it.
This is, look to the end, Flippy gets taken out, Easel finally gets taken out, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, call the countdown, Americans, the Americans are going to win the Highlander Nations Cup,
GG!
Here it goes, with the overtime, it's not going to matter, GG, as the Americans win the Nations Cup.
Unbelievable, well played there by both teams, let's be honest. Lakeside was absolutely a thriller to watch. Both of these teams just went down the wire in that last game. Oh, I love it. Exxon, ladies and gentlemen, I see in chat, Exxon threw it. No, guys, just no. Nobody threw that game and nobody won the game. That is just... This is the highest level of Team Fortress 2 that Highlander can offer us, pretty much. As this was the European winning team going up against pretty much the American super team coming out for Highlander, meeting in a grand final. Yeah, of course, the Pinks were not even, but the Americans, ladies and gentlemen, are going to win the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup, the second one. They take the throne from Germany, who won it last year. They beat Germany on their way to the finals. They beat France in the grand finals, who got second last year. And there's no one more deserving right now than the American Highlander Team Fortress 2 team.
The Americans have won this, so I'm going to quickly wrap this up because we've got a nice little victory surprise for you, Americans. Arie's ready to get it going. Arie's ready to get it going, so I'm going to quickly do this outro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching us. It's been an honor to cast you again, Pledge. It's been an honor to be working with you again, Arie.
Same, man.
We know you have choices to watch the stream. We are happy and thankful, and thank you very much for choosing us to watch this Highlander Nations Cup final. If this is your first time, please hit the follow button if you do feel like it. We have a subscription service. More information as we finally build it up. It's still work in progress. If you'd like to follow us on our social media, on the Twitter, which is @VanillaTV, on the YouTube, VanillaTV.org, the Facebook, VanillaTV.org, our Steam community, which is Vanilla TV, our website with VanillaTF2.org. I have been Skully. Once again, my caster has been the bromance of my life, Pledge. Arie's been on the camera. We're going to give you a victory celebration of all victory celebrations. Can I get a yee-haw for the Americans?
Are we going Texas? Here we go.